Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Tammy, and today is the final video in the Scotland series. I'm obviously in my kitchen, in my jammies and my robe because my thermostat's on freezing. And so I realized I had not done an intro for that video. I didn't really do an outro either, but that's okay. I think you'll see how it all played out. And I was gonna actually not put all of these things in one video, but when I was going back through the footage, we did very few video clips for the one last tour that we did, and we didn't really do any video clips of the other places that we went and things that we did, but we did a lot of photos. So this will be just a short little video and a pretty good slideshow maybe. I haven't done the pictures yet, so I'm not positive on how long the slideshow part is, but there was lots to see and we did a lot of things. So this video is going to be Hadrian's Wall, which was our last booked tour that we did. We also have Rosslyn Chapel in here, and we did a little shopping the day before we left, and then our last travel day when we came home. So that is what is in this video. Towards the end of the video clips, you're gonna see a little video clip. Well, it's a little bit longer than I thought it was. And you feel free to skip over it. You're not gonna hurt my feelings, but we were sitting in the airport and we got tickled about something. And we got to giggling and could not stop. And Renee was across from us, her and Joel, and she filmed it, and we didn't realize she filmed us until after it was done. And I just got so tickled when I watched it back, and I just thought it was funny, so I stuck it in the video. If you've ever been with your best friends and something really tiny or stupid or whatever just sets you off and you cannot stop laughing, that is what that moment was for us. So like I said, we did Hadrian's Wall, which was fantastic, so much history, and it was really cool that we got to go from Scotland down into England and then back up to Scotland all in one day. That was like a 12-hour tour. It was really long. And then was it the next day? I think it was the next day we went out to Rosslyn Chapel. You're not allowed to film or take pictures or anything inside the chapel. So all we could really do was get pictures of the outside and maybe a few little things in the gift shop. So that was all we were able to do there. It was a beautiful place. But like I said, I just wasn't able to capture a lot of that on film. I did get photos, like I said, but not really any video. And then we had some last minute shopping, some last minute gifts we needed to get. So we went up to Princess Street, I think is where we went. We took an Uber, had them drop us off, and we just walked and shopped and hung out and all that kind of stuff. You'll see some of those photos in here too, some things that we saw while we were out shopping. And then it was time for us to come home. And while we enjoyed every second of our trip to Scotland, after 2 weeks of being away, we were really ready to come home. I was ready to come home, see my kids, my grandkids, my kitty cat. You know, everybody was ready to come home and see kids and animals and just sleep in our own beds. And it was an eventful trip home. We had some crazy stuff going on. We ended up our flight was delayed in Edinburgh, and we left a little bit later than we thought. But the flight itself was fine. We got into New Jersey, and our flight in New Jersey was delayed, and then delayed again, and then delayed again. It was delayed like 4 times. It didn't throw us super late, maybe an hour, but just every time we got the notification that the flight was delayed again, we were like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? So anyway, we did obviously finally get on the plane. The plane was an older plane. It was an Airbus, and we originally did have somebody sitting between us, but she was an anxious flyer, and they had another seat that wasn't a middle seat come available, so she got to have like a aisle seat. So she moved, so it just was me and Renee. But the plane did not have any kind of entertainment. There were no TV screens anywhere on the plane. So I wanted to like turn that on, put my headphones on, and just kind of zone out for those last couple of hours because I did not sleep at all on the flight from Edinburgh again. And then I was planning on trying to sleep on that last little 3.5 hour leg from New Jersey to New Orleans. And that didn't happen either because, like I said, there was no in-flight entertainment. So it was just somebody's kid was coughing the whole time. And then people were talking so loud, like they were screaming at each other to talk over the noise of the plane. So that was just, you couldn't sleep. I don't think anybody slept on that last little part. So by the time we got to New Orleans, we were exhausted again, but we were close to home. I had a friend that came and picked me up from the airport, and we went and grabbed a little bit of food and a drink because I was super thirsty. And then we headed home. And I think I got home probably maybe 10:30 or 11 o'clock that night. And I just wanted a shower and bed. So that is what I did. And it was so nice to sleep in my bed.
We're going to walk from Scotland to England.
All right, Joel, you got to get in front while I walk.
I'm already videoing. Go ahead. I got a video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When are we taking a picture? Yes. Oh, hell. England, Betty. Yes. Oh, Lord.
All right.
Scotland. Oh, my goodness. Over here.
Oh, there's Scotland.
Okay, there's Scotland.
That's so good. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, I'm getting back on the bus.
And there's the English flag going up.
All right, y'all. So this tour that we were on was Hadrian's Wall and Vindolanda. So Hadrian's Wall was built in about the year 122 AD under the Roman Empire Hadrian. It stretched almost 80 miles across northern England, and it basically made the edge of the Roman Empire. It was not just a wall, though. It had like forts and towers and little settlements and everything. And the idea wasn't so much like to keep people out, it was just trying to control the movement and protect the Roman frontier. And if you walk along it today, like we got to do, you really get a sense of how massive it was, especially considering they built it like 2,000 years ago. So then this right here, what we're looking at is Vindolanda. It is one of the forts that sat along the frontier. It was built around 85 AD, so before Hadrian's Wall even existed. And it ended up being rebuilt like over and over for centuries. And every time it was rebuilt, they left like a new layer of history on the ground. And the coolest part is that the things they found here are like shoes, pottery, tools, and they found some wooden writing tablets, which are basically just ancient letters. And they really kind of give a personal like look into what everyday life was like for the soldiers and the families that lived here. It was very, very cool to see. I didn't get a lot of footage, but we got a ton of photos. So as usual with this Scotland group of videos that I'm doing, you will have a, what is it called? Slideshow at the end to show you all of the things we saw and all of the places that we went to. And it's very, very cool. This tour took us from Scotland down into England. And of course, you saw in the previous clip the border. We just walked from one country to the other. So that was really cool too. And yeah, we really enjoyed this day. It was a very long day, but it was so, so much fun, y'all. Hey, y'all, we are out at Vindolanda. We just left like from Hadrian's Wall, and we're in this pretty little place. I'll show y'all pictures of where we've been, of the old like site. Oh, that's Val. And we're going to go have some lunch now. We have probably another hour or so here. We're going to have lunch and go to the museum. Hey, y'all. It is 5 a.m. It is our very last day in Scotland. Sad faces around the room. Miriam's not trying to look at the camera.
No, I'm trying to figure out what time we're leaving. 5:45. Cool.
Anyway, we're up early. Nobody slept a whole lot. We are headed to the airport in about 30 or 45 minutes. And then our flight is at 9:30? 9:30?
Boarding at 8:25.
Boarding at 8:25.
Oh, we board at 8.
So, hopefully we're not sitting on the plane for an hour before we take off. Anyway, we're going home today to sleep in our own beds. We've had a fantastic time in Scotland, but we're all ready to go home and snuggle our fur babies and have our own thermostats. So, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Okay, y'all, I know it's dark, but maybe we'll get under some light in a minute. We are packed in this cab like a clown car. Let me see, can I turn it around and let y'all see what we're working with? Look, there's Val. There's my luggage. There's my lap. It's hard. It's very dark. You're gonna may have to wait, but there's Renee crammed in that corner. There's Joel in that corner. Miriam's just crammed right here, and
Where's Mary?
there is no leg room. Can y'all see from the passing lights?
Nope. I just want the video.
I hope that y'all enjoyed this Scotland series that I put together. I tried to capture the most of everything that we did, and that way I could share it with y'all. I hope I did a better job vlogging this time. It was helped, of course, by everybody else that also was taking pictures and videos, so I was able to use theirs as well. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this whole, I don't know what, 5 or 6 part series on Scotland. We had the best time. If you ever get the opportunity to go to Scotland, go. Absolutely go. It is beautiful, unlike anything that you've ever seen. And we had just the best time. So that is all that I have for y'all. That is what we did for 2 weeks in Scotland. And I will see y'all on the next video real soon. Bye, y'all.